Hey everybody, my name is Bezad,
My name is Risa.
and we are the founders of Wonder Looper. And today we've got another exciting product to tell you all about. It's our latest creation, the real indigo-dyed blanket striped French terry. Did I get that right?
I think so.
All right, we always have long names and a lot of details in our product. So anyhow, we're going to get into all of that stuff. So be sure to watch all the way to the end of the video and like this video if you like this kind of content where we do these deep dives into the products that we make and fabrics and all that good stuff. So let's talk about sort of how this sweatshirt material fabric came to be.
So many of you may be aware that Bezad and I are from denim background.
Right.
So we used to work in denim. We love denim jeans, denim jackets, everything indigo,
Right.
everything that involves around in that world. And so what we wanted to do when we started Wonder Looper and, started our own journey in knit fabrics, jersey and French terry and all that, was that something that relates to our background, our love for indigo.
Right.
And we kind of took the classic blanket lined denim jacket as an inspiration.
Right.
Because that's a very, denim world thing to wear on top as a, kind of a half jacket, like a casual piece.
Right. So taking inspiration from the denim jacket, you've got that, classic indigo exterior. I got an old vintage one right here to show you. So you've got that classic, indigo exterior. And then on the inside, you're going to see this beautiful blanket lining. And so here you get these beautiful stripes. And, these in classic jackets, you're going to see all different kinds of patterns and things like that. But you get these stripes and you get these sort of melange colors, which you'll also find on the inside of our sweatshirts here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So French terry fabric consists of 3 layers: the outer layer, the middle layer, and the interior layer. And the outer layer is the one that you see on the outside of the garment. And this is made with real indigo dyed cotton yarns. And on top of that, there's a middle binding layer. And we also used
Indigo on that one
indigo
too.
on that one too. Just because it's something that you kind of see after.
If we didn't,
Yeah.
the middle tone, the mid sort of part of the fabric wouldn't fade at the same rate as the exterior. And so you would have like this part that would fade and this part that wouldn't fade. We didn't want to do that. We wanted to make sure you get the full fading experience with this one. So that's what you can expect with this sweatshirt. It's going to fade a little bit like your raw denim jeans are going to fade over time.
Right. And
Yeah.
what's important here is that we have all these colored nibs that really reminds you of this kind of garment, the blanket that's used in the blanket line.
Yeah.
And jacket.
And something that I really like about this is, of course, that it's a heavier weight garment. Like weight-wise, it comes in at 563 GSM, and that's 16.6 ounces. So it's pretty heavy. And like garment weight-wise, like a size medium pullover hoodie weighs something like 900 grams. So you get a lot of material here. And like when you put it on for the first time, you're definitely going to feel that weight and heft. So it's something that I think, coming into the fall, winter, it's going to keep you nice and cozy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so because we use the real indigo dye on the outside and the middle layer, one thing you need to be careful of is washing. It's going to fade beautifully over wear and wash, but that means there's going to be some bleeding in washes.
Yeah. So treat it like your raw denim. Basically, the first wash, I would say the first couple of washes, you might want to hand wash this guy. Now, we've done our own internal testing. We've done a hot wash, hot dry, which I wouldn't recommend, but I know some of you out there are going to do it anyways. I'm just telling you what to expect. Shrinkage-wise, not very much. We got about 2-3 centimeters in the width, 2-3 centimeters in the length, and that was
comes out to be like 3 to 4%. So
Right.
It's our basic standard range of shrinkage. Yeah.
Right, that's true. But also after I just, stretched the garment out a little bit and all of that shrinkage came back. So it doesn't really shrink that much in the wash, especially if you just adjust it after the wash. So that's just something to keep in mind. But as far as laundering it, definitely I would treat it like you would treat raw denim jeans, except maybe, I know in that world, people might not wash their jeans for many, many months at a time. This one you definitely can, but in the washing machine, inside out, with like colors or on its own. Don't put it in with your white t-shirt. That white t-shirt is going to be blue afterwards. So you got to be a little bit careful with this because it is going to bleed. And actually, that's something that I really like about this sweatshirt is that it does bleed. And again, coming from the raw denim world, I'm sure some of you have owned some raw denim jeans in the past, especially when you get a new pair that feeling when you got indigo sort of all over your hands,
Mhm.
because it's gonna happen. This is gonna happen. And when you're washing your hands, the soap is all blue and stuff, and like it just reminds me of like not just breaking in a brand new pair of raw jeans, but for all the years that we've worked in the denim world, whether it's in the store, in the factory, in the warehouse, all that kind of stuff. At the end of the day, your hands are blue, and like for me, it was always like a hard day's work meant my hands were blue,
Mhm.
and so like it really brings me back to that.
Right. This is a knit fabric, so it's not gonna have like a prominent like fade marks like you would with raw denim jeans.
Mhm.
But you will definitely start to see some fading on your like rib, which is also made with real indigo yarns, and maybe a little puckering around your hood and stuff like that. So that's something that you can look forward to.
Yeah. Now, as far as availability, these are going to be available in several fits. We've got our classic pullover hoodie, which is what I'm wearing right now. And as you can see, it's got the kangaroo pocket on the front. It's got the raglan sleeve. And it's a raglan sleeve, something you're going to find across all of the products that we make. The raglan sleeve makes it so that, it basically fits everybody's shoulders perfectly, right? Which is, I think, very nice. We also have the very nice double thick hood. So any of our hooded sweatshirts, so the pullover hoodie and the zip hoodie, you've got this double layer hood. And even though this is a heavier weight fabric, we were still able to do that. With our really, really heavyweight stuff, we can't do the double layer. But this one, I think we were within that limit and we could do it. So you've got that nice, beautiful blanket exterior present when you fold up or you put up your hood. You can see it, because usually when you have a hood, it's usually like a fold over construction, so the outside of the hood also ends up being the inside of the hood, but we have a special construction where it's two pieces of fabric. You can see it. It's great. I really love it. And then we also have our zip hoodies, which is what Risa is wearing right here. And the zip hoodies feature a lot of the same features as our pullover with the raglan sleeve. You've got the double layer hood. Of course, you have that two-way Japanese-made all-metal Waldas zipper here on the front. So you got the hefty, heavyweight zipper that matches the hefty fabric. I think it's a great pairing. And we also have the classic crew neck sweatshirt.
Yeah.
And so that has the binder collar. It has the real V construction on the neck. And that is a inlaid V where we take a piece of the ribbing fabric and it's actually cut into the neck. So when you look on the inside, you can see that it's just a piece of ribbing. It's not like a little fabric triangle that sometimes people will put on a sweatshirt for detailing. This one is actually functional, and that piece of ribbing allows it for the collar to stretch out with wear. So it stretches out, it comes back, and then you have that thick collar as well. So you have a nice collar that's going to keep its shape for a real long time.
Yeah.
Right.
And all of our tops, all hoodies, both hoodies and crew neck has this side rib panel.
That's right.
That also stretches with you.
We also got sweatpants.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So our classic sweatpants, straight leg fit with one single back pocket, and on the side of the leg has this rib panel as well, so it keeps you comfortable and not too wide, but stretches with you. And of course the elastic waist with the cord as well. Right.
And so as far as sizing for the sweatpants, what I say is that if you check our measurement guide, whatever you see there that is listed as like the width of the waistband, you can add like 2.5 inches is where it's gonna cover comfortably. Of course, the waistband on these things can stretch out quite a lot, but you don't want it to stretch out so much that it's gonna be too tight. So just keep that in mind for the measurements.
Yeah.
Now, another thing I really want to mention is sort of another part of the availability of this is that this iteration of this sweatshirt is it's definitely going to be one time only.
Yes, this is in the works for the longest amount of time in Wonderlooper history without being released until now. And this was because there was a lot of struggle, a lot of challenges that we faced along the way, and one of it, and most importantly, it was the availability of the yarns that we used for the inside. We know for sure that we cannot make exactly the same thing like this again.
Yeah.
We may be able to
make an
try
indigo sweatshirt.
Yeah. In a different version, but if you like the way this one looks, inside and out, then I think now is the only chance that you can buy this.
Yeah. And so if you are interested in getting one of these sweatshirts, we're going to have a link in the description below with the release information, as well as our retail partners that are going to be carrying this one. So this iteration is going to be one time only. So get it while it lasts. Now, is there anything we forgot here?
I just want to talk about how warm I am currently wearing these sweatshirts. It is a lot warmer than 100% cotton sweatshirts, in my opinion. It's because, it is heavyweight. Obviously, there's that, but I've heard heavier weight 100% cotton sweatshirts. It's just, I don't know, the way this keeps me warm is definitely the wool.
Yeah, the wool and the acrylic coming together. It's really quite cozy, and it'll definitely keep you warm. So there you go. Risa, that's your favorite part of this sweatshirt?
I think, well, I don't know, everything. I think, I want to see how it fades. So, like, that's going to be, something to look forward to for me.
Yeah, I am really looking forward, because, of course, we see so many jeans faded in the the raw denim indigo world. But how many faded sweatshirts do you ever see? Probably not too many. This is going to be one of the few opportunities. So I'm looking forward to seeing how your sweatshirts fade as well.
Yeah. One last thing that I want to mention, that we use flat seam construction on all of our seams, that wherever we can. And because the interior and exterior of the fabric are very different looking, that on the flat seam, you can like see the kind of the other side come through from the seams. And that's kind of one of my favorite things about this as well. That
is a pretty cool detail right there. So yeah, you can see that happening. Okay, well, there you have it, everybody. I think we've got it all covered, but if there's anything we forgot, or if there's anything you'd like to know more about, hit us up in the comment section below. We'll be happy to answer your questions there. Or better yet, join us live every week for our weekly live stream right here on YouTube. Just subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button. You can join us live, ask us questions live. You can see all kinds of product updates. You can see all the previews of stuff that we're working on. I mean, if you followed us on the live stream, you definitely know the story and the struggles of putting this sweatshirt together. So with all that said, thank you very much for watching. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And Risa, and this one. Say something nice. Yeah.
Thank you for watching, and hope you like this item as much as we do.
Absolutely. There you go. We'll see you guys next time. All right. Bye, everyone.